Hello everyone, let's talk about something really important, food. Every single day our planet gets a little more crowded. More people means we need more food, a lot more. Think about it. We have billions of people on Earth right now, and that number is going up. By the year 2050, there could be nearly 10 billion of us. That's like adding another China and another United States to the world's population. All of those people will need to eat. This puts incredible pressure on our farms, our water, and our land. It's a huge challenge, maybe one of the biggest challenges our species has ever faced. How do we feed everyone? Traditional farming has served us well for thousands of years. We plant seeds in the ground, hope for good weather, and wait for our crops to grow. But this way of farming has its limits. It uses a tremendous amount of land and water. Sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. We can have droughts, floods, or surprise frosts that can wipe out an entire harvest. As we need to grow more and more food, we are pushing our planet's resources to the brink. We are clearing forests for farmland and using up fresh water faster than it can be replaced. This isn't sustainable, it's just not going to work long term. We need a new way to think about growing food. We need a way that is more efficient, more reliable, and kinder to our planet. Let's get started. So how can we control a plant's environment? One of the oldest and best ideas is the greenhouse. A greenhouse is simply a building made of clear material, glass plastic. It lets sunlight in but traps the sun's warmth inside. This creates a cozy, stable environment for plants to grow, even when it's cold outside. This is a fantastic way to extend the growing season. You can grow tomatoes in the spring, lettuce in the fall when it would otherwise be too chilly. It protects plants from harsh winds, heavy rain, many pests. Greenhouses are a great first step toward more reliable farming. But greenhouses have a big problem. A very big, expensive problem. They use a lot of energy. While they trap the sun's heat during the day, they can get very cold at night. In many parts of the world, you need heaters to keep the plants from freezing. The answer is shining right down on us. It's the sun. The sun provides a massive amount of energy every single day, for free. That's where solar panels come in. You've probably seen them on rooftops or in large fields. These panels are made up of many smaller units called photovoltaic cells. Photo, light voltaic, electricity. It's a pretty amazing process that happens silently with no moving parts. By placing solar panels on the roof of the greenhouse or right next to it, we can generate all the electricity it needs. This is a game changer. Suddenly, our greenhouse is no longer tied to the electrical grid. But how do we manage everything inside? How do we know when to turn on the fans or the heaters? How do we make sure the plants get just the right amount of water? We can't have someone standing there 24/7 flipping switches. We need an automatic system. We need a brain for our greenhouse. This is where a cool piece of technology called the Arduino Pro comes in. It's a small, powerful microcontroller which is like a mini computer that can be programmed to control things. Think of the Arduino Pro as the greenhouse's central nervous system. We can connect all sorts of sensors to it. For example, a temperature sensor to measure how hot or cold it is, a humidity sensor to measure the amount of moisture in the air, a soil moisture sensor to check if the plants are thirsty, and a light sensor to see how bright it is inside. The Arduino Pro constantly reads the information coming from all these different sensors, giving it a complete picture of the conditions inside the greenhouse at any given moment. But the Arduino Pro doesn't just read information, it can also take action. Based on the data from the sensors, we can program it to control different devices. For instance, if the temperature goes above 25 degrees Celsius, turn on the fans. Or, if the soil moisture drops below 40%, turn on the water pump for 2 minutes. We can also program it to manage the lights. If the light sensor shows it's getting dark outside and it's before 10 p.m., turn on the LED grow lights. This ability to monitor and control the environment is incredibly powerful. The Arduino Pro acts as a diligent, tireless farm manager that never sleeps. It ensures the plants always have the perfect conditions to thrive. This level of precise control helps us conserve resources. We only use water when the plants actually need it, and we only use electricity for heating or cooling when the temperature goes outside the ideal range. This automation makes the whole system incredibly efficient. It's the key to making our solar-powered greenhouse not just self-sufficient but also smart. Our Arduino-controlled greenhouse is already very smart. It reacts to the current conditions perfectly. But what if it could be even smarter? What if it could anticipate changes before they happen? This is where an exciting technology called Edge AI comes in. AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. Edge simply means that the AI processing happens right there, on site, at the edge of the network, inside the greenhouse itself. rather than sending data to a distant cloud server. Imagine the basic Arduino system is like a person who puts on a coat when they feel cold. Edge AI, on the other hand, is like an expert on-site weather forecaster who is standing right there with you. This forecaster doesn't just know it's cold now. They look at the cloud patterns, the wind direction, the dropping air pressure, and they say, a big storm is coming in the next hour. You should close the windows and get your heavy coat ready before it starts raining. Edge AI does this for the greenhouse. It analyzes patterns in the data over time. It might learn that on sunny mornings, the temperature inside the greenhouse tends to rise very quickly between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. So, instead of waiting for it to get too hot, the AI might proactively open the vents at 8:45 a.m. to prevent the temperature from spiking in the first place. It learns the unique personality of its specific greenhouse and location. It's not just reacting, it's predicting and preparing. So, what does this all look like for the person managing the greenhouse? Imagine a simple dashboard on a tablet or computer. Thanks to the Edge AI, it also provides suggestions and alerts. It becomes a true partnership between the human and the machine. The benefits of this integrated system are enormous. Third, the environmental impact is drastically reduced. This is a win-win-win situation. Let's look toward the future. Imagine a world where a significant portion of our fresh produce is grown in these green, smart, solar-powered greenhouses. The technology is here. The possibilities are truly exciting,